So next, I feel just a lot of topic is too high level. Let's talk some topic which is more related to our real normal life. It's about AI. Well, yeah. So the first question is that how do you use AI in your daily life?
I often use it to help me with projects that.
And the first question is that there are so many options you can choose, right? ChatGPT, Cloud, and some other stuff. Yeah, Gemini, and yeah. Which are the tools you use most?
Well, okay.
It's like an AI research.
Yeah, I was thinking, don't you ask everyone this question?
I'll ask everyone about
I'm really curious. I'm really curious what they have to say. I'll have to ask you some other time.
Yeah. Because some friends I use doesn't work in the tech industry. So their answer can be very interesting. You can go ahead first.
Yeah. Well, I often use it to make things take less time. So I use it to help me write emails. I use it to help me. Sometimes I will refine something I've written, like for an email again, or sometimes I recently did a course petition, and that helped me save a little time on it. So I will start with what I have, and then I will help it.
So
to help me reach the end.
I got you. So basically, the way you utilize AI is used in some places which you can increase efficiency. So my follow-up question is that in all the things you do, how you figure out which part should be done AI, and how to distinguish which part should be done by you as a human?
Well, if it's something meaningful to me, that, like, if it's a repetitive task or like something unimportant, then I say it's more likely for me to have AI help me with it. If it's something that I think is important, then I'm gonna put my full heart into it. Like, it's not that I'm not putting my full heart into it with AI, but like if I'm writing you a letter, then of course I would want to write it myself. Why would I have AI do that? But if it's something like
business,
I
understand.
Or like I mean, there's also, I care about like people authentically knowing who I am. So I am careful about that because I don't want to just be like, who have you been talking to this whole time? An AI chatbot? No, I don't. I want someone to know that they're knowing the real me. But like, for example, I don't know, if I like for like automation, like I recently found an app that helps you automatically fill out resume fields when you're going to apply for jobs. Like demographic information and such. That is one example where I would say I use it as a tool. Sometimes I just use it for like, oh, I have these random ingredients in my fridge and I'm not really good at cooking this particular type of food yet. What can I make? And then
give me a recipe.
Yeah, and then I'll say, oh, tweak it this way, tweak it this way, tweak it this way until I get exactly what I want. And yeah.
And okay, I got you. So basically, that are meaningful to your personal life.
Yes.
There's something are meaningful for your life. You prefer to do it hands-on, by yourself. And something that it's more like just a task, right? For example, buy a bottle of water, right? Clean the floor, something like this. Let's push this question a little bit one step further. If AI is more powerful, more intelligent in the future. It's even be able to do something which leads emotions or more intelligence. What's the value that humans can provide? Imagine I interview friends, and some of them, when they have a question very personal, for example, if they have a hard time, some of them mention that instead of talking with the friends, like in this way, say, hey, Abigail, I have a issue and I am suffering, I want to talk with you. They talk with ChatGPT. One of the reasons is that ChatGPT sometimes can provide more professional suggestions than normal friends. And also it's much safe, just as we started this interview. When you share your insights, you have a concern. How people watch what we are talking about will think about you, think about me, right? But they may don't have such concern when they talk with ChatGPT. So, and imagine in the future, people may have robot friends or even a robot husband or wife. That's maybe possible, who knows? The thing is that what's the value that human beings, and now AI can draw pictures, right? Several weeks ago, the pictures they generated from AI is so hot, popular, right? It's so amazing. At least it's hard for me to do that, right? So what's the value of humans?
Well, I have a follow-up question.
Do you want to answer the question first?
I am, yes, but my first response to that is, are we serving AI or is AI serving us?
That's exactly what happened, right? And when a tool is so powerful, sometimes you feel you are serving for the tool rather than the tool are serving you.
Yeah, and so based on that answer, that's kind of how I would answer it too, is it's still a tool. I can have a amazing manufacturing machine that can create something beautiful. It can do so much more than I can, right? But it doesn't mean that I'm any less than the tool. It doesn't mean that it should replace the things that I can uniquely give, because if you think about it, AI, at least right now, it's like the mathematical average of whatever it's been trained on.
It's a calculation results. Basically, it's do a math and it give you output.
Yeah, so it's based on like the body of human intelligence, like the average of that, which is super cool. But also, there are the like human emotion. It's like I was made to have connection with people. It's not the same as I was made to have connection with the mathematical average of humans. I don't, because AI does not care about me. I mean, you can design it to want to. I'm sure you
It can pretend to care about you.
It can, you can tell it that it exists to do that, but it is not the same as a person. I've had like AI chatbots where it's like, sure, they might be there to be chatting with you, be a friend to you, but they're not actually a friend to you because they just exist to make you happy.
Yeah.
That's still a tool. You're still, it's still a tool to you. And so a tool to me cannot ever replace the maker. Or
I get a point.
Yeah.
I get a point. And so another thing I'm thinking about is that again, if AI become more and more powerful, will you worry about AI will replace your job or take your job or take some other's job? Actually, it's already happening in some industry, right? Imagine if in the future, 10 years later, every car is self-driving. The driver is out of job, right?
Yeah.
They need to find some new stuff to work on. Do you have such concern on you or on other people?
I think that
I feel like a politics interview now.
Oh.
You right? That's something people will ask the politician, right? What's your policy? Yeah.
It does make sense though, because based on what they think, their sway.
They make different policies. Yeah.
It does. I would say that I'm not super concerned because when I consider my future career, I put that in the hands of God. I am in the process of learning how to submit that to God and take this fear and control that I have. And instead of me trying to control it, I am saying, okay, I'm going to take the steps that God is wanting me to take. And I'm going to ultimately say, okay, you're my Father, God, and I trust that you have good things for me. And here is my agenda. And you can do what you want with that. And so, because of that, I know that God will have me somewhere amazing, somewhere exciting for me, like wherever He has me. If it, like, I know He's gonna, I'm just excited because I know that I have adventure ahead for me. I just have this feeling. So
Pretty
I'm not worried.
optimistic. I got you. So it's more like pretty optimistic, right? God has His plan for you.
Yeah.
So no matter what plan it is, although you don't know at this moment, it's a good plan for you, right? So which means actually you won't to worry too much about, okay, what if I lose job? Because God will figure out for you.
Yeah.
You know, that's one of the, I think that's one of the best part. Well, one of the best part to have a strong belief, because when you are uncertain about future, you will worried, you will have concerns, you will be feel anxiety and even depressed because you feel, okay, what a horrible thing may happen. So I think that's having, you know, maybe I used this metaphor before, is that everyone is like small ship in the dark sea. The waves are up and down, and your little ship, you know, will up and down when the waves, you know, flow. If you don't have a lighthouse on the solid net, you will feel lost. When the wave push you to the top, you feel you are on the top of the whole world. But when you put you down, you feel you are at the bottom of everything and feel so depressed. If you have some belief on the lighthouse on the land, it will make you figure out your direction and feel more certain, no matter you're on the top or at the bottom. And the next question about under this topic is, if you, it's like a science fiction. If you look forward, what's the most exciting thing you think that AI can do?
The most exciting thing.
Yeah, that AI can achieve, which it haven't achieved. Let's say, for example, for Elon Musk, maybe he's
Sure.
okay, I want to send a human to Mars, right?
Right.
That's maybe something make him exciting. But what's the thing make you exciting? A self-driving car, a robot in your house? What's that?
That's funny because I don't ask myself that question because
Now I ask you.
I'm not concerned about that.
It's
I
not a
leave that
concern.
to the
It can be-
professional.
No, it's not a concern. It's like something. It's like the science fiction. For example, for me, right? I'm thinking about that. If AI can help to make those good novel or literature into, let's say, a video game, that will be very fascinating, right? Like a Bible, right? You read Bible through words, but what if it make it like a movie, a game? You as a player go into the story and you make different decisions. You interact with all those. That will be fascinating for you. Just an example.
Yeah, I mean, it would be fascinating, but also if AI could just make a game, then what is the value of a game maker pouring hundreds of hours into it?
Then it's go back to go back to your previous ask. Is that maybe what AI can do is to improve the efficiency.
Yeah.
For example, I say I want to draw a picture. Brock and Abigail are talking in a classroom. Then maybe if I'm a human, I want to draw it, it may take me 3 hours, but maybe AI can help me to draw it in 3 minutes. Then I can move on. I can focus on tell the story.
Yeah.
Rather than spend 3 hours in draw the details.
Yeah.
Maybe that can be the value of a game maker or movie production.
Yeah, I would say I'm excited for AI as a tool in that way of helping with efficiency. I don't know what it will be like in the future. So I would just say that because
Do you want to have a robot at home?
do I want to or do I?
Do you want to like to have a smartphone, right? 20 years ago, people won't think about it, they want to have a smartphone, right? So I mean, like go back home.
I want a robot.
Yeah. Right. You go at home and he or she can talk with you like friends and like a pet, kind of like a pet.
That's funny. Well, I mean, I have an Alexa at home and
Well, but
I mean,
Alexa doesn't have a body, huh?
Sure, but like
Siri.
that's funny. Let's say there was a robot that cooked and cleaned. That would be cool. That'd be fun. I could put more effort into other things, but I also like cooking. Like
Yeah,
cooking is
but
enjoyable.
cooking for fun is different as cooking for eating. Maybe you won't want to cook every
I cook
every day.
Okay. I mean, okay. Now this is, I feel like this is getting into more a direction of like, it reminds me of like for people who are more wealthy, that is like, they can pay, shorten the time that they have to do things. So for example, I'm Elon Musk and I don't know a lot about Elon Musk, but if I have important things I need to do, then cooking is the least of my concerns. Why should I waste my time on cooking if
Yeah.
I need to attend to more?
People will prepare the food you like,
Yeah.
ready for you. You
Yeah.
just need to eat.
So personal chef, like a maid, do my laundry, do all those
Everything.
things. Yeah.
Everything.
So like, I mean, if AI can do that, then I guess, but I also don't want to discount the value of humans because like we have creativity and people like we need entry level jobs so that we can have a functioning economy that has a scale of like if there are people low income, we still need a middle class and we also still need a high class. Like I just see I see that I'm not an economist.
Yeah.
But I hear people saying that the split between the poorer class is getting poorer and the upper class is getting more rich.
I think so.
And if AI is just going to go like this and get rid of all the jobs down here, how are people who are homeless ever going to get a job if AI is
That's
a job?
that's also something
that
I think that may be a negative may happen because I believe that AI will widen this gap. It will make the so-called top class and the bottom of the society. I believe it may make the gap become bigger and bigger. Those people who understand how to use it, it will be a powerful tool.
Yeah.
But there always have some people who don't know how to use it.
Yeah.
Then will be, it's just like inflation. In the past 7 years, right? The inflation is very, very painful for normal people. But for the most rich people, their wealthy increase because stock increase, because house price increase, If you own apartment, you own land, the price increase. So actually you become more rich. But for normal people, you pay for the rent, you pay more for food. You actually, life is harder. So this is actually a very real thing is happening. Inflation is just one way to widen the gap. But I think that AI has the potential to make the gap even wider.
That's why I don't necessarily say, oh, I'm looking forward to this because it's a It's like a chainsaw. You need to learn how to use it properly. And so
Yeah, I agree. And yeah, God has his plan. So let's see. The last topic. We talk about so many serious topics, and now let's talk about something which is more
are
fun.
those the 20 questions?
Those questions
Oh,
just
my